Good evening, Dr. Jones and Board of Education members. I'm here tonight to talk about a few new policies, starting with the proposed changes to Policy 9325 on public speaking and engagement that appear intended to limit our free speech. As I understand it, the primary reason for the proposed change is that you don't want to hear about medical freedom from the parents who have come here month after month to plead with you to change blatantly discriminatory COVID policies and to beg you to start following the science instead of blindly adhering to the false belief that a piece of fabric stops an airborne virus. It doesn't. Did you hear England just dropped all the mask and vaccine mandates yesterday? You seem to have adopted another new policy for COVID, one that I don't recall coming to a vote. This is the policy that requires some young children to eat outside in 28-degree weather with 30-mile-an-hour winds. Who made that policy decision? Another new policy of yours was to accept nearly $10 million in tainted funding from the Biden administration for ARP ESSER 3. You previously told parents there were no mask, testing, or vaccine strings attached to the funding, yet the application submitted by Dr. Jones clearly says you plan to adopt the CDC's policies without question. The public wants to know unequivocally, with the views of your legal representation, whether masks, testing, or vaccine strings are in fact tied to the money, because other parent groups have claimed that this is in fact the case. And by the way, did you know CDC changed its mask guidance last week? It continues to recommend that you wear the most protective mask you can that fits well, adding that KN95 masks offer the best protection. So does that mean that you'll be issuing KN95 masks to everyone in the district every day so that you can be in compliance with the ESSER 3 funding requirement that you wrote for yourselves? Will you be deploying staff to ensure the masks are properly fitted according to the strict new guidelines, or to ensure that the rules around the mask breaks are properly followed? Where will the funding for the KN95s come from anyway? I mean, it appears that the ESSER 3 funds are fully allocated, albeit to some rather controversial initiatives, including transformative social emotional learning. What is it about our children that you wish to transform anyway? Their morality? I don't recall ever giving any of you that responsibility to dictate the morality of my own children, yet you do it every single day.
30 seconds.
I lost 2 science classes last month to SEL training. I find it shocking that this money would be used in this way because it often draws on the ideas of social justice and anti-racism. Before you spend any of the ESSER 3 funding, please confirm the stipulations with your legal team so that we're on the same page. Please consider working with parents instead of against us on medical freedom issues, and please reject the changes to Policy 9325.
Time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.